welcome to the Morning Breadcast. I am Mark Krishick, your host with Digging for End Time Truths. And we are back again following up with our series this week on preparation or being a prepper, spiritually speaking. So we have covered in the last few days, we talked about preparing your hearts. We talked about the John the Baptist, how he was sent to prepare the hearts of the people for Jesus' first coming. And I noted last time that there are many out there that are preparing the people's hearts for the second coming of Christ, because we do need to be prepared, right? Today, I wanted to go a little different route, and I wanted to note the preparation that it takes, not just spiritually, but just natural preparation, right? What I'd like to do is we're going to go into the Gospel of Luke, chapter 14, where Jesus talks about a man who is preparing to build a house, right? Luke 14 and verse 28, Jesus says this, "For which of you, intending to build a tower, does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it?" That's interesting. Verse 29, "Lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him." Verse 30, saying, "This man began to build and was not able to finish." Now, I want to turn this a little bit spiritual and say, listen, if you are walking with the Lord and you walk away or whatever, believe me, there will be spiritual beings there saying, look at this dude trying to walk with the Lord, right? But Jesus notes that there is a natural preparation that goes into life. He says in verse 28, he says, "Which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost, whether he has enough to finish it?" In other words, count the cost. Be prepared. Do whatever you need to do. Listen, if you're living a life and you got a sin problem, then you need to prepare. Whatever it is that's your problem, get rid of it. Do the natural thing and get it out of your life. Get it out of your house. Do the natural thing, right? Even let's look at Noah, right? Noah, before he built the ark, he's counted as one of the heroes of faith. In Hebrews chapter 11, verse 7, it says, "By faith, Noah, being divinely warned," just like we are divinely warned, "of the things not yet seen, moved with godly fear, prepared an ark for the saving of his household, by which he condemned the world and became heir of the righteousness which is according to faith." In other words, Noah had to prepare. And what does it say? He prepared an ark for the saving of his household. Noah prepared for himself, for his children, and his children's children, right? He prepared for the coming of the Lord, right? Listen, it's a natural thing. Let's look at Jesus. What did Jesus say to the disciples before he left, right? Let's go to the Gospel of John. Let's pick it up in chapter 14, which is a pretty well-known verse in the prophecy world. John chapter 14, verse 2, Jesus says this, "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you." And verse 3 says, "And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself, that where I am, there you may be also." In other words, Jesus is preparing. He's preparing for when he returns for his church, to take them somewhere. Where? A place that he is preparing for them. So he's prepared. Noah was prepared, right? Jesus said, look at the man who tries to build a tower. Doesn't he think and count the costs and figure out if he's prepared enough to finish this thing or not? That's the natural part that says, listen, you need to prepare. Do whatever it is in your natural life to prepare for the spiritual benefits, right? And that is the takeaway for today. Do your natural preparation so that your spiritual life will be ready when the time comes, right? And let's leave it right there for today, and we will see you again next time on the Morning Breadcast.